The Boston Spring Major for Rocket League is coming right up very soon. So let's make some predictions for who's going to win. Let's just get right into it. Okay, Vitality versus Elevate. This should be a clean 3-0. I don't see Vitality really choking this. Complexity versus Liquid. Already two difficult matchups. Jesus. Well, Complexity has been on a bit of a downward trend for a little bit. But, like, Liquid's also really good. I'm going to give this to Liquid. Barely. Just squeeze it past. BDS versus Gen G. I like BDS here. I feel like Gen G haven't really been performing that well at all, but they are still very good at LAN, I think, so I'm going to give it 3-2 again. Crew versus Rule 1. Rule 1, pretty hyped right now. Everyone's hyping up Rule 1 quite a lot, and I feel like Crew's also really good and undervalued a lot of the times. I'm going to give it to Rule 1 just because they're new, but I'm still going to put it at Game 5. There's so many Game 5s here. I don't know if that's good or bad. Space Station versus Power should be a clean 3-1. Space Station shouldn't have much of an issue. K-Corp versus Ground Zero. I'm going to give this to another 3-1. K-Corp shouldn't have much trouble. Ooh, Furia versus Moist. Moist, a lot of people don't seem to really like right now. I still think they're pretty good. Furia, though, NA champions, pretty good on LAN. We'll give it to them in 3-1. Optic versus NIP. I don't think NIP are very good. I'm going to give it to a 3-1 for Optic. Okay. Elevate versus Complexity. Sorry, Elevate, you're going out with again 6 losses in a row. It's okay, Elevate. Genji versus Crew. Oh god. Okay. I like Crew quite a bit. Should I give it to Crew? I like Crew a lot in terms of like skill and stuff. I'm gonna go for an upset prediction. Go for Crew 3-2. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, the two Aussie teams. Jesus Christ. Power, Ground Zero. Power, upward trend. Ground Zero, pretty steady throughout. I don't know how Power's gonna be on LAN, but they seem pretty hyped. I'm gonna give it to Power close. It could go either way, to be honest, for me. I like Ground Zero, but let's just see how it goes. Okay. Moist versus NIP. Sorry. Who's on team? Who's the big guy? The one that ends with 45, I think. And I'll remember his name one day. All right, we have our bottom 4. We have NIP, Gen G, Ground Zero, and Elevate. Pretty expected, to be honest. Vitality versus Liquid. How will Zen be on LAN? Yeah, sorry, Liquid. Maybe. Sorry, man. Okay. BDS versus Rule 1. A lot of people have Rule 1 beating BDS. A lot of people have BDS beating Rule 1. I think BDS is going to beat Rule 1. And I think they're going to do it quite handily in a 3-1. Space Station versus Carmine. Oh, we have Space Station versus Carmine. That's a good game. Top seed from NA versus, EU. So, I don't know, but I'm going to go for... Let's go for an upset. 3-2. Space Station pulls it out. Furia versus Optic. Furia, top, winning the last regional. Pretty good on LAN. Optic, AJ Reynolds, great on LAN. Magic, who knows how the nerves are going to get to him. But I want to pull out another upset out of my ass. So let's just see how that goes. And this is crazy so far. I don't think any of this is gonna happen. Oh, Fury versus Complexity. Oh Jesus, Complexity again not performing very well. Furia, I I don't know if they have the consistency. I really like complexity, so I'm gonna... Oh my god. The winner of the last regional already out. That's tough to watch, man. Okay, Carmine versus Crew. I like Crew, but... Sorry, K-Corp, you know. It's K-Corp. Okay, Rule 1 versus Power. We've never seen these two meet, ever. This is like a really weird matchup, honestly, but... I like Rule 1. Let's give it to Rule 1. Let's give it to Rule 1. 3-2. Close games. Liquid versus Moist. EU versus EU. Well, Liquid, so far, good. So I'm gonna give it to Liquid. I don't know what that explanation was, but I was trying to find the words for... In Jamespot and Rizzo's The Draw tournament, Liquid won the Draw 3. So I think they're pretty good. But, you know, that might be not good reasoning because they versed Shopify with Garrett in the finals, so whatever. Okay, K-Corp versus Complexity. Jesus Christ. I'll give it to K-Corp closely. Rule 1 versus Liquid. Time. I'm churning it up. Upset Machine 3-1. Handling Team Liquid. That sounds very incorrect and wrong. Okay. Upper semis. BDS versus Vitality. We've seen this matchup happen. I'm going to give it extremely close. 4-3. It could go... It's probably Vitality, but I want it to be close. Space Station versus Optic. Optic, they were beating SSG for a bit, and then SSG just randomly became cracked. Swept them 4-0 one time, but then the next time after that, it was 4-3. How will Hoxa LJ do on LAN? I think they're pretty average. LJ is really good, but I don't know. I haven't really seen them on LAN before, because I'm not experienced in that stuff. This is tough for me, because I go for Optic, but I don't want to be too biased. But just SSG have been really consistent. I'll give it like 4-2, honestly. Okay, let's see how this goes. We have BDS versus Carmine. Alright. Ooh, this is actually tough. Okay. Wait. Let's think of Carmine and BDS on LAN. We see that Monkey Moon Rise Seiko energy versus the Vatira Exotic Itachi energy. I really hope I didn't name any of the players wrong on that. I'm really hoping. Just give it to BDS. BDS are pretty cracked. Honestly, I like them with Rise. Actually, never mind. I'm giving it to Carmine Corp. They're just too good online, I feel. They've been so good, like, for so long. Optic versus Rule 1. Rule 1 is really good. Optic is also really good, in my opinion. I want to see Optic just pull it out. 4-2. Good series. It could go either way. But, yeah. K-Corp versus Optic. K-Corp pretty insane. Optic is from NA. I've seen people put Optic upsets here. I don't think it's gonna happen personally, so I'm gonna give it to 4-3. Make it close. Why not? And let's just look at our top bracket right now. We have Optic in 4th. BDS Rule 1, 5th, 6th. Pretty good. Consistent, 7th, 8th. Liquid Complexity, not that bad. Power, Moist, Crew, and Furia in 9th, 12th. Alright. Let's look at our top 3. It's Vitality, SSG, and K-Corp. Technically, as balanced as it could be, unless one of the other regions snuck in. But Vitality versus SSG, it's going to be interesting to see. I see them sort of hitting them out, just punching them out, 4-2. SSG versus K Corp. I'm gonna see another 4-2. I just see it. See the future. Vitality versus Carmine Corp. Does this... Oh my gosh, this bracket means that Vitality clean sweeps everyone. Dang it. No. No, we can't let that happen. Let's just make it so Carmine wins 1. Just for excitement. And then Vitality pull it out again. They need to lose at least 1 series. They're sort of OP right now. I do feel like they could underperform quite easily. Like... they're so hyped up. They're like hyped up beyond being hyped up. So let's just see how they do. But yeah, that is our top 16 for the Boston Spring Major. We have Vitality, K-Corp's SSG Optic, you know, straight the top 4, half and half, EU and NA. Although NA are the bottom half, but that's okay. And then we have Rule 1 BDS, Complexity Liquid. And then the bottom, no one cares about them. So, let's just look at the World Region spots. What would that mean? Who would be making the major? So, EU1 and NA1 are Genji and K-Corp. And then Vitality will move up to EU 2nd seed. FaZe will stay at NA 2nd seed. SSG will stay at NA 3rd seed. And Liquid will be at EU 3rd seed. First crew seed is first SAM seed is Crew, and Moist managed to squeeze in there 4th seed from Europe. And we look at the drafting order for the wild card. We have Mina 1, Rule 1, blah blah blah, etc. And then in the draftable teams we have these guys. Draftable. What? Optic. The big ones in here are Optic Falcons, Oxygen, G1. Does anyone really want Team Secret, Limitless, or French class? I'm not quite sure. But if we just look at this, yeah, that's gonna be the things. So we're not going to see Optic make it into drafting. And we're going to see all these guys. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed watching. Yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed, smash that like button. Legato that subscribe button. Shut up, no one cares. Okay.